The world is a myriad of possibilities, from gene therapy to shape-shifting robots to virtual reality and now augmented reality. 20 years ago, it would have been crazy to think we could have combined real-world and computer-generated content, or that we would be able to operate computers with nothing but a contact lens. This is what is known as augmented reality. If you're not a science nerd like me, you may be wondering, what is augmented reality? In simple terms, augmented reality, or AR for short, is all about blending the real and virtual worlds to create something entirely new and exciting. It's a technology that allows us to enhance the real world with digital content through holographic technology, enabling the virtual to interact with the physical environment. Okay, think of it this way. While virtual reality wants reality entirely in a digital world, AR wants to enrich our perception of the real world by using computer-generated images, video, sound, and other details. It's like creating an entirely new perspective of reality for our brains. So how does it work? Inside any device that creates AR content, virtual 3D images can overlay real-world objects based on their geometrical relationship. The device must be able to calculate the position and orientation of objects relative to others, so the combined image is projected on mobile screens, AR glasses, and other devices such as contact lenses. These AR contact lenses would serve as the main talking point in this video, but first I would like to lay the groundwork for how augmented reality came to be. A little history lesson, everyone. In 1968, the first AR technology was developed at Harvard by Ivan Sutherland, often called the father of computer graphics, and Bob Spruley. Sutherland and Spruley created an AR head-mounted display system to superimpose virtual information onto the physical environment. This was called the Sword of Damocles. Kinda cool in a punk rock way. This technology has then been advanced by companies, universities, labs, and national agencies over decades. However, it wasn't until 2008 that the first commercial AR application was developed. German agencies in Munich created a printed magazine ad for a BMW Mini that appeared on the computer screen when held in front of a camera. By manipulating the paper, users could control and view the virtual car from different angles. This was one of the first marketing campaigns that allowed interaction with a digital model in real time. This groundbreaking AR application inspired other brands to put content on a screen and have consumers interact with it through physical tracking markers. In 2011, National Geographic showcased rare and extinct animal species walking through a shopping mall. In 2011 also, Disney showed cartoon characters interacting with people on the street in Times Square, while in 2013, Coca-Cola tried to simulate environmental problems. These AR displays were used to engage customers at events or public spaces, but they required considerable investment and weren't always scalable. Still, it's so clear that since the early 2010s, augmented reality had already started taking off. But the real shift happened when AR usage left just advertisement and started affecting how we relate to and consume products. Imagine virtually trying on a watch or a piece of jewelry from the comfort of your own home. This technology was groundbreaking at the time because it gave customers a better sense of what a product would look like on them before they even purchased it. Even the Apple Watch was available for a similar virtual try-on. This process wasn't always perfect. The task of printing out and cutting a unique paper model to fit one's finger or wrist was somewhat clunky and required effort from the consumer. But that didn't stop people from trying it out and having fun with it. Fast forward a few years and the most significant AR technology was introduced to use in the form of a tiny contact lens.
We're building Mojo Lens, which is, we believe, the world's first augmented reality smart contact lens.
A US startup called Mojo Vision has developed a contact lens that delivers an augmented reality display right in front of your eyes. That's right, you can now get information and notifications without looking at your phone or tablet. And not just that, you can interact with the display using just your eye movements.
Think of it like a spotlight that follows your eyes wherever they move. And so it's about 15 degrees, but you can't look at the edges directly because it moves with your eyes. So we like to say it's an unlimited field of view.
This breakthrough invention has been in development for the last 10 years and has already received over $100 million or 77 million pounds in funding. Mojo Vision CEO Drew Perkins said, "Mojo has a vision for invisible computing, where you have the information you want when you want it and are not bombarded or distracted by data when you don't. The company's goal is to reduce our dependence on screens by putting the display on our eye. By projecting a micro-LED display directly onto the retina, Mojo Vision has managed to create a virtual teleprompter, navigation instructions, and other interactions that appear floating in your field of vision. The contact lens uses unique, purpose-built microelectronics and the world's densest microdisplay with 14,000 pixels per inch resolution.
The heart of the lens is the world's smallest and densest micro-LED display.
That's the thing in the center.
That's the thing in the center. We had to invent that ourselves. So it's a 0.5 millimeter across with a density of 14,000 pixels per inch. Which is by far the densest display you're ever going to find.
The company has also developed a solution that allows you to click on an icon by concentrating on it and turn it off by looking away or blinking. The lens is discreet and does not change your appearance, making it perfect for professional and social situations. The Mojo Vision contact lens is even connected to the internet, which means you can get instant access to information based on your surroundings. For example, it can show you the way to the nearest gym or supermarket. Also, the company has received approval from the US Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, as a breakthrough device to test the contact lens to help people with visual impairments, such as macular degeneration or retinitis pigmentosa. Mojo Vision envisions business applications for workers or specialists who need real-time information in their field of vision without bulky headsets. So get ready to say goodbye to those clunky headsets and hello to the Mojo Vision contact lens. The lens is not yet available for commercial launch, but with the FDA's approval, it's only a matter of time before we see this game-changing invention in action. Mike Weimer, a co-founder at Mojo Vision, had this to say.
We think it's a really exciting new category with a lot of opportunity if we can kind of change the way the relationship that we have with some of our screens and actually make things less intrusive by letting us look and feel human, right? A contact lens that is very subtle and hard to notice.
But why does any of this even matter? Well, many in Silicon Valley believe that AR will become as ubiquitous as smartphones. Most experiments with AR have focused on glasses or headsets. In 2014, there was Google Glass, and Apple Glass is expected to hit the market soon. In addition, a variety of wearables are already available on the market that incorporate AR technology, such as the Amazon Echo Frame, Vuzix Blade Upgraded, and Ray-Ban Stories. They tend to be heavy, leaving the wearers looking and feeling like Geordi LaForge from Star Trek. That's why Mojo Vision went straight to a hands-free and light option. They are making AR more discreet and consumer-friendly, basically projecting the visuals directly onto our retinas. This could significantly impact real-world applications, especially in industries or environments where the aforementioned types of wearables are impractical. A good example is when riding a bike.
Some of the early use cases that we're looking at are really focused on sports and athletics and performance, where you want to have eyes-up information when you're running or skiing or cycling.
During any seriously engaging sports, you need to be aware of your surroundings. You need to ensure that you can look at the information quickly and move on. With Mojo Vision's contact lenses, important information can be easily overlaid without getting in the way. So why is this such a big deal? For starters, it could literally revolutionize the way we receive and interact with information. Think about it. Instead of pulling out our phones or listening in on headsets, we could simply look into the corner of our vision and see important notifications or instructions. Basically, having a computer in the palm of your hand, or eye. Also, Mojo Vision's contact lenses would be handy in professions like medicine or engineering, where workers need to have access to real-time information as fast as possible. It would be so cool. For instance, a surgeon seeing their patient's vitals in real time, or an engineer seeing hard-to-reach parts inside a machine will definitely improve job efficiency. Also, they can potentially change the game for people with poor vision and first responders alike. These lenses can enhance images in real time by adjusting contrast and lighting, making seeing details in low light conditions easier. But that's not all. There's even a zoom feature that can help you see facial expressions from afar. How cool is that? But the real magic lies in how these lenses could be used in high-stress environments like firefighting. Imagine being able to see the outlines of objects in smoke-filled crowded rooms and track the locations of other team members, all without taking your focus away from the task at hand. The lenses could even display your oxygen levels without the user fumbling around for a device. I mean, talk about a game changer. And it gets even better. Mojo is working on a version of the lenses for the rest of us. We'll have access to location data, weather updates, and even translations right in your line of sight without pulling out your phone. It's like having an invisible computer or a personal assistant right in your eyes. We can't wait to see what the future holds for this exciting technology. The application and possibilities are limitless. Still, it's rather ironic that we've gone from not sitting too close to the television to putting the television on our eyeballs. Science is amazing. Overall, Mojo Vision's AR contact lenses are an exciting development in the world of wearable technology. This is the stuff that sci-fi dreams are made of. Still, there's a lot to do. These lenses are still in development and have some regulatory hurdles to clear before they hit the market, even with FDA approval. There are questions like, how would the strain of these contact lenses affect the eyes? Is there a risk of burns? I mean, it's still an electrical gadget. How would it affect those with poor eyesight? Well, I can't give you an answer to all the questions, but for the first question, there's an answer already.
That you're not going to have the display on full brightness, always active for 8 hours or whatever it happens to be. Our goal is about 2 hours of continuous use, but chunked up and spread out throughout the day.
Now let's discuss how this lens works and the intricacies of it all. We'll start from what we already know and work our way down. The core of this technology is a micro display positioned directly in front of the pupil. This is meant to mimic regular contact lenses. This micro display is mighty, with 14,000 pixels per inch. That's essentially 300 times more than the average smartphone's 471 pixels per inch. However, Mojo lenses are gas permeable and rigid, so they need to be custom fitted to your eyes. This means that you can't go passing your lenses to just about anyone. They'll be specially made for you, a typical feature of hard contact lenses. Now, you may wonder, how would this contact lens even be powered? Well, Mojo claims that small film-like batteries within the lenses will likely power them, and give or take, they should be good for a full day of use. Additionally, the lens is powered by a streaming computer worn around the neck. This would stream content at extremely low latency via a proprietary communication protocol directly to the lens. Here is Steve Sinclair, Senior VP Product and Marketing at Mojo, explaining it.
Most of the compute does happen on another device. We call it a relay accessory. It's like a neck band that you wear around your neck.
Oh.
It has a wireless radio with that 5 gigahertz connection, so it can talk to your eyes, talk to the lens. It's got a CPU and a GPU and memory, and it's got radio so it can talk to your phone.
This innovative protocol minimizes latency and conserves the lens's batteries, making it more efficient and faster than Bluetooth. However, it's unclear how this communication will work, because Mojo has said it will not rely on Bluetooth, but instead on a proprietary technology called MojoTooth. Due to its secure interference-free transmission between the neck and eye computer, direct streaming from smartphones or the cloud is not currently possible. The lenses will also have an embedded image sensor to recognize what you're looking at and bring up contextual information that may be helpful. So, eye tracking sensors will also be included in the final version, helping the lenses follow your gaze. Mojo is working towards the next iteration of these lenses, which is expected to be revealed soon, but their biggest hurdle is gaining total FDA approval, which could take several years of clinical trials.
We'll be making tweaks to all the elements of the system, to the UI, building out software and building out the platform aspects of what we want to do. And then once we've done that, then we can take that finished product to the FDA.
Nevertheless, the lenses have been admitted into the Breakthrough Devices program, which provides guidance for getting them approved for medical purposes. But once these lenses hit the market, they would genuinely disrupt the ecosystem. Mojo Vision doesn't see its technology as a replacement for future data glasses, but wants to secure significant shares of the emerging market. The startup predicts that 20 to 30% of smart glasses users could prefer tech contact lenses. Also, the company hopes to price the Mojo lens in the high-end smartphone region, but purchasing the lens will be more complicated than buying a smartphone. With only around 110 employees and raised capital of about $205 million, Mojo Vision is considered a relatively small and potentially underfunded startup. This makes it challenging for them to scale up and expand their operations. The company is looking to raise more funds to support their growth. One of the biggest barriers to entry for the Mojo lens in the consumer market is that the lens needs to be custom made for each user. Additionally, an external computer computer must be worn around the neck to stream content directly to the lens. This could pose a challenge for customers who are looking for a more convenient and user-friendly option. However, Mojo Vision is aware of these challenges and is working on further refinement to make their product more accessible to the broader market. They are striving to find innovative solutions to these problems, and we look forward to seeing what they come up with. Mojo is not the only one in the smart contact lens game. There's also Innovega. However, for Innovega, it's a bit different. They are already producing smart glasses and contact lenses.
So the Immacula system, which includes both the contact lens and the eyewear, has displays located inside the eyewear with the electronics to power the displays, and then a contact lens which enables the user to see the displays inside the eyewear while also seeing the real world.
After extensive contract work for the US government and military, Innovega has been shifting its focus to the commercial market, including developing soft contact lenses that can be worn all day. Like Mojo, this Bellevue, Washington-based company aims to use contact lenses to create an augmented worldview. In 2022, Innovega Incorporated made an impressive breakthrough in smart contact lenses. During a Phase 2 clinical trial, the company's iOptic smart contact lens showed promising results in participants who wore them with and without Innovega's high-tech eyeglasses. The results showed that the visually impaired participants reported better visual acuity. If perfected, this technology will help people who are visually impaired to see the world like never before. This milestone is a significant achievement for the company, founded nearly 14 years ago. Innovega's CEO and co-founder Stephen Wiley believes that his company's patented technology, combining lightweight eyewear and disposable soft contact lenses, will ultimately win over approaches that require bulky headsets or low-resolution displays. Innovega's progress comes at a perfect time when big players like Meta, Microsoft, and Apple are bringing new attention to the metaverse. With 20 people on its team, including employees and contractors, Innovega has generated about $6 million in revenue over its lifetime and has raised about $16 million in funding, including $3 million from its new strategic partner and other corporate venture funds. Despite all the strides, there's still a lot that's not known about Innovega. One example is the identity of Innovega's commercial partner. However, the company expects to receive regulatory approval soon, with Phase 3 clinical trials currently underway with the US Food and Drug Administration. The commercial agreement validates Innovega's plan to license its technology to other companies that will manufacture and distribute the final products. If this happens, this will push Innovega to the general market. But hold on, before you get too excited, we're still years away from seeing these contact lenses in our eyes. Why? It all comes down to 3 factors: technology, medical approval, and market value. First, let's talk about technology. The electronics required for smart contact lenses have to be incredibly tiny, and implementing them comes with several challenges. Companies must carefully consider which type of contact lens to use as their base and build the technology from there. For example, Mojo Vision uses a scleral lens with all the technology embedded inside the lens and a wearable neck device as the processor. Meanwhile, Innovega uses a soft lens with a polarizer filter that pairs with glasses that handle most of the technology. Each type of contact lens comes with its own difficulties, and the manufacturing process can be time-consuming, but with recent advancements, scleral lenses are becoming more popular again.
We've identified that the best contact lens platform to meet our need is the scleral lens platform. In recent years, scleral lens became more popular again because they realized that now it's easier to make.
After figuring out the manufacturing issues, the companies had to make sure that their contact lenses were gas-permeable, biocompatible, and had superior performance. Since these smart contact lenses are considered medical devices, they must also be approved by the FDA. Before clinical trials, the companies have to verify the physical and chemical properties of the lens material through multiple preclinical tests.
If we're making the claim, then we have to prove we do that.
You try to figure out if there is anything that could be potentially harmful.
Currently, both Mojo Vision and Innovega are in Phase 2 clinicals to verify their designs and compare them to other marketed lenses. Still, it's not just these 2 upcoming titans that are in the game. InWith Corp announced tech that could revolutionize the world of contact lenses at the 2021 Consumer Electronics Show Show or CES. What's so special about this technology, you ask? Well, InWith has developed soft contact lenses that can house AR chips to enhance the vision of everyday consumers. These chips are embedded into the hydrogel, and InWith claims to be the only company publicly demonstrating this technology, and they've got several hundred patents to back it up. Their ultimate goal is to create a contact lens platform for the masses that can improve daily vision using augmented reality. And the best part? InWith plans to receive breakthrough approval from the FDA soon, with plans of the contact lens hitting the market shortly after. That's right, this technology is no longer a concept, it's becoming a reality.
There's a lot of things that people are willing to do to improve their visual experience. And I think that once they put on the lenses and they feel that they are comfortable and that they feel very much exactly like what they're used to wearing, then I think they'll realize that there's not a boogeyman behind the lenses.
According to Michael Hayes, the founder of InWith, the lens can superimpose information from a connected device like a smartphone directly into your field of view. Imagine seeing speed limits, navigation arrows, and other important information without looking away from your road or your surroundings. That's augmented vision at its finest. As if that's not enough, Apple reportedly plans to release AR contact lenses by the decade's end. Yes, you heard that right, Apple. According to reliable Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, the company is working hard to turn visible computing into invisible computing, and they're doing this by creating lenses that can do more than improve your vision. But wait, there's a catch. According to Kuo, these lenses will likely work in tandem with your iPhone and won't have independent storage for computing. Of course, this could change depending on how the technology develops, but still, the idea of having AR capabilities in your contact lenses is interesting to say the least. Technology is advancing so quickly before our eyes. Traditional lenses could soon be a thing of the past. It's exciting to think about how AR contact lenses could make the world a better and more interesting place, from creating smart cities to the uncountable integrations with the metaverse. I mean, just think about it. No phones, GPS, just an eye movement and a voice command. And it's not just consumers who stand to benefit. AR contact lenses could also revolutionize various industries. Just think of lawyers having access to records in real time, or construction workers visualizing building plans right in front of them. With companies like Mojo, InWith, Innovega, and Apple entering the smart contact lens game, the future is exciting. So as I end here, let me ask you a question. Would you wear a smart contact lens when they inevitably get released to the public? Thanks for watching. Click on the videos you see on your screen for more.